Everybody, welcome back. Some pretty cool tips there in the great sport of soccer, obviously growing by leaps and bounds here in the United States. And once again, so many thanks go out to T. Michael and to Liz Otts. And, you know, this Food Truck Wars is going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be a neat event, and again, you've seen the revitalization of downtowns, not only in Polk County, but throughout the country, and it's important. I think it's very important, and it's a good opportunity to see what Winter Haven has done with their downtown area. But this third segment is going to be brought to us by Sunsplash Vacation Homes, another great partner of tourism and sports marketing.
Absolutely, they do a great job, and of course, they're, most of their vacation homes are up around I-4 and 27. Mike Eckersley does a great job with that one. It's a nice place. You've got family and friends coming in.
Absolutely, and don't forget Polk Outpost 27. Polk County's official visitor station is up there at I-4 and 27, and discounted attraction tickets, and it's a great program that they've got up there. So as the holidays aren't too far away. We're in September now, and it won't be long, so if you're looking for that early Christmas gift, go ahead and get up at the top.
Cheapest place to buy attraction tickets.
Yeah.
Outpost 27, Visitor Information Center at I-4 and 27. Well, into some tough competition. In fact, it's coming up here in a couple of weeks, September 20th through the 22nd. Once again, another event in Winter Haven at the Southwest Complex and the Rowdy Gaines Pool. With us, Becca Howard, one of the fine swimmers. Her mom's one of the coaches, and Becca, you're also a dancer. The last time I saw you, I think, is our special feature at the Right Step School of Dance.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Did you enjoy that?
Lots of fun. It's a lot of fun to do. We had never done something like that
He interviewed
before.
you, and then you agreed to come actually do the show?
I know.
I don't understand that at all.
Did you see the?
I did. It was awesome.
That was fun, wasn't it?
A lot of fun.
All those little kids, national champions, by the way. Congratulations to you and the team. That was phenomenal. But you're going for another title in just a few weeks, and it's the Stingrays Fall Swim Meet. I think that's the correct name, or the Get Rowdy and Race, but it is your fall swim meet.
Yes,
that's what it is. And of course, Get Rowdy, Rowdy Gaines, 3 gold medals. He won. And does that make you nervous swimming in your own hometown at your own home pool, or do you do a little more comfortable?
It's a little of both. Nervous because you have a lot to prove and it's your team, and obviously you want to do well at your home turf, but at the same time it's comforting because you know everyone and you know what's going on and you're used to it. We've been doing the same meet for so many years, and it's nice to be in your home pool.
Tell us a little bit about the event. What kind of, what are the age divisions? What's the event consist of?
It starts on Friday, and on Friday evening we have our distance events, which are the longer events. Usually the older competitors compete in those, and then through Saturday and Sunday we have the remainder of the events, which will be competitors all the way from the younger ones being 5 to our master swimmers who are upwards of 40s, 50s years old, so lots of people.
She looked at you and she said that. But
senior citizens like Brian Voisard and Dr. Oliva.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, they both of them are national caliber swimmers. How about yourself? Do you swim on a high school swim team, or?
Yes, I swim for Oasis Christian Academy. This is, I think, like our 8th year of having the team. It started with 3 people and it's grown all the way. We have a team of, I believe, 20 this year. So it's grown a lot. This is my 7th year on the team. It's hard to remember. I started in 6th grade and I'm a senior this year. And it's just been growing. I've gone to state the past 5 years. So yeah, high school swimming's good.
That's good. So this is your last season?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you want to get out there and win state championships, maybe set a record or two?
We'll see. That's the goal.
Well, one of the things I'm intrigued to hear about is, I come from Indiana, so all the swimming is indoors. What is the difference between, is preparation on that swimming in meets that are outdoors versus swimming in meets that are indoors?
Interesting as it sounds, like the climate in the pool is a lot different. Like an indoor pool, you have the chlorine and everything. Usually they have the windows and the vents and stuff to help that out, but outdoors you do have to worry about the weather. Like an indoor meet, if we're swimming indoors, then a lightning storm, like as long as it's not major, we don't have to worry about that. But an outdoor, the meet would be canceled or postponed or anything like that.
Is it harder to train indoors or outdoors as far as the physical toll?
I've never trained indoors, but I've been told that could be harder on your lungs and stuff because of what we were talking about with the chlorine.
Right.
I personally enjoy training outdoors just because you feel less closed in and everything.
Well, speaking of chlorine, it's like last weekend I was working on my pool, and I had to change out a pool pump. All right, and I opened up this canister where you keep the chlorine tablets. Holy smokes! It just like poo, almost.
The amount of chlorine.
Oh,
Yeah.
almost made me have to do something into the bushes. You know, I mean, it was nasty.
Let's talk about the group.
Chlorine's bad. Is my point.
Gotcha. Let's talk about the race club that you guys
articulately.
have in Winter Haven and how people can get involved and what maybe some advice would be. So, you know, what's the great age to get into competitive racing?
You can join the Winter Haven Stingrays starting at age 5. We have 3 programs. We have our little kids coached by Coach Travis. And then Coach Lori takes the next age group, which is usually ages 7 to 11. And then from there, you move up to Coach Jim's group, which is the most competitive level of training. But anyone can get involved, and you just need to come to the pool and try out. You have to be able to do 25 yards of freestyle and 25 yards of backstroke, which is the width of the Rowdy Gaines pool. And from there, they'll just help you develop your strokes and become better.
What's your specialty?
My best event is breaststroke, 100, 200 breaststroke. I also do 200 IM, which is individual medley, 2 laps of each stroke.
Who's your hero in swimming? I recently was up at the Florida Sports Hall of Fame induction ceremony, and Brooke Bennett was inducted to the Florida Sports Hall of Fame. Is that someone you maybe remember seeing when you were younger, or is there somebody new that you've
Right, because she's from Florida, so we see her a lot at events and everything. And she also comes to the pool and does some of the high school swimming interviews. So I think that's really awesome for her to still be involved in the swimming and everything. Rebecca Sony is an amazing breaststroker and Olympian that I look up to a lot. And also, my older sister swam for the University of Arkansas, and I think she's fantastic. So
don't have
try
to
and
look too
work
far.
with her.
Razorbacks.
That's right. Well, and Brooke is actually trying to make a comeback. She's trying to come back to make it to the Olympics.
Really?
And she announced that, and we'll have to see how that goes. But you know, with Florida Youth Soccer, there's Olympic development. You know, those elite players. Is there anything like that in the state of Florida where the swimmers are getting into Olympic development programs?
Mostly it's just training with your club teams. You can make it onto the national team. You can make it onto the U.S. team, and then you would go to things like Open and Worlds and stuff like that, which gets you more involved with the team. Then you're already training with the swimmers that you would go to the Olympics with if you were to make it. As far as programs, there's not any specific program. It's just going through the different meets to qualify.
So you're a senior this year. Where do you plan on going to school?
I'm looking at a lot of schools in New York City.
Really?
Yeah. Mostly for dance purposes.
Oh, for
but
dance.
So you know
That's
there's
right,
that many
yeah.
open air pools there,
yeah,
right?
I know. I'll definitely probably continue swimming to keep in shape and stuff like that because it's so awesome for that. But focus is dance.
Well, the focus on dance. We can talk a little bit about that, about your dance career. My wife's best friend, she just went up there because her daughter was dancing for the American Ballet Theater. I think that's what it's pronounced, and they do all the shows and all this type of stuff. But that's a great career. That's a lifelong sport,
Absolutely.
as is swimming. You know, both of those sports, you're kind of in a good position because it's something you can do at 8 or 80.
Exactly.
You know, competitively or just for recreation. So that's kind of a good track to be on. But New York, well, Manhattan's a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like it up there.
A lot of people do, and it's a great place if you're a dancer.
Exactly.
Well,
You know,
again,
that's all hot
the
stuff.
Get Rowdy and Race event is September 20th through the
22nd. Yep.
Friday evening, it will start at 5 p.m. and the morning session on Saturday is 8:30 a.m. Both days, and then afternoon sessions are after 12. But a free event, correct?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Anyone can come out.
Okay, and it's at the Rowdy Gaines Pool at the Southwest Complex. Little action here, everybody, from some of the competition. And these are literally, in the state of Florida, you have world-class swimmers that you're competing against. Whatever it is, I guess, sunshine and warm weather. But
Great athletes
so you're
here
going
in
to see some of
Florida.
the best swimmers in the country in this event. This is going to be some fantastic stuff. Well, unfortunately, your mom, Linda, couldn't make it, but we appreciate you standing in. I mean, that's kind of a little different take as an athlete coming into it and talking about it.
It was a lot of fun. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, no problem
I
at
still
all.
don't understand. If he's interviewed you once, I don't know how you let it happen again, but thanks for coming in.
Hey, well, before we go, I'm gonna ask her because we've got just a second or two. I've been notified because I pay attention to my surroundings. You know how that goes. The dance stuff. They actually offered degrees. Okay, so my question is, are you going to go for a dance degree, or are you going to try to do a swimming scholarship?
Personally, I think that dance degrees, unless you're planning on teaching at a university or something like that, there's not a lot you can do with a dance degree.
Okay.
So I'm actually looking at getting like a business degree or a journalism degree or something. So even if I'm not dancing, I have another option.
Okay.
And I'm still looking into the swimming thing. I haven't quite decided yet. I've definitely been in contact with coaches.
Well, if you can get a scholarship and then pursue both, I think that
that'd
would be
be
a great
awesome.
opportunity to, to kind of continue or at least establish a solid foundation,
Yes.
for your career. But,
Definitely.
there's a lot of places to dance in New York City. Wow. One thing you got to be prepared for. You will have a little apartment, like the closet that you have at home. That'll be your apartment, and they're like $1,500.
I'm ready.
Oh yeah, everybody, people that I know in the dance world that want to go to New York, they don't care. They just say it doesn't make any difference. It's worth it.
Yep.
So anyway, there we go. I just had, out of curiosity, I had to ask that question. Becca, thanks again. We really appreciate you being here. Now you got to get back to school.
Yep.
There you go.